Hello, I'm Nancy. Welcome to my channel. The videos on my Legacy Living playlist are about subjects that we deal with in these elder years of ours. This week, as I was doing my meditation video for Sunday, I inspired myself. If you want to watch what inspired me, then please check out my meditation playlist. But I so enjoy when this happens, because then I know that the words that I was speaking were words that God provided and not just my words to instruct. In case you would like to know the scripture that I was teaching from, it was Philippians chapter 3. The Apostle Paul was doing some comparison of knowing God and being consumed with the things of this world. And he came to the conclusion that knowing God was more important, which should be our conclusion also. When you have reached this time of life that we are now in, it can be a time of reflection. We've gained much perspective about life in general, but also about our own life in particular. I can see opportunities that were mine for the taking, but somehow I passed them by. I can see relationships that would have benefited me, but I did not reach out to be a friend myself. I can see paths that could have been taken, but were not for one reason or another. I have always enjoyed the poem by Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. The verse that impresses me is as follows. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. I have always thought that person was a very brave person. And when I look back over my own life, I believe I've not been brave at all. I believe that I have always taken the known road, the familiar road, the road that so many I knew had also taken. As I sit here in these latter years of mine, I'm mostly satisfied with my choices, and I've accepted the mistakes that I have made. I do have one regret, but it is very personal, and I will not be sharing it here. But I do not dwell on it, and I do not allow it to consume my thoughts. What I think about in these latter years of mine are things that are important to me and important to those closest to me. My desire to know God and to hear Him continues to be upmost in my thinking. I realize that my departure from this earth and my entry into the other side is right before me. So I want to be prepared. I want to make sure that I am in right relationship with God. And I can do that quickly as I fellowship with Him daily. He is never far from my thoughts. My prayers go up to Him as I go about my day. I experience His presence as I acknowledge Him in whatever I am doing. I recently facilitated the ACT test for a group of young folks. I didn't know them personally, but I did what I needed to do to help them to prepare for their futures. And I'm able to do this because I asked God to assist me and help me in all that I do. When my grandchildren have a change come their way, I'm usually on the call list for prayer and direction. Praying for anyone is a privilege, but it is especially precious when it's one of my own. I regularly review my life, my schedule, my priorities, to make sure that I'm still active, but that I have not just filled up my life with the things of this world that are passing away even as I speak. Now, does that mean that I don't do some natural things? Of course not. I recently purchased a ticket to see a long-awaited movie. You may be able to guess which one. I'm not telling. It's coming soon, and I wanted to make sure that I could sit where I prefer, on the back row. Yes, I am still cautious about being out in public. I like to know where the exits are. I like to see who is sitting around me. I really like to see who enters the theater. But with these high seatbacks now, that's very difficult. Now, this may be a touchy subject, but many seniors who have experienced a spouse dying have chosen to remarry. And if that's your choice, go for it. But if it's just an attempt to fill up your life again, you need to beware. I make no judgments either way. I chose not to pursue that route. I have a full life with family, with prison ministry, with gardening, and with writing. I actually have no room to allow another person in my life. Joe and I were together 60 years. We grew up together. We dedicated ourselves to our lives together. But at this point in my life, I've nothing to give another man. If you're different, then that's great for you. It's just not for me, and it's just not for everyone. Don't add people or things or events to your life just to fill it up. Allow God to be your all in all, the one who you fellowship with daily, the one who helps you, the one who comforts you, the one who never leaves or forsakes you. A similar concept is in the book of Hebrews, chapter 12. It tells us there to strip off every weight that slows us down, especially sin that trips us up so easily. I think most people read that verse and only focus on the sin. Now, as Christians, we are to always check ourselves to be rid of sin by asking for forgiveness and by doing better next time. But this verse indicates other things in life weigh us down and trip us up. Those other things are people, places, and things that we have added to our lives for one reason or another. My suggestion for you this week is to do a review of your own life. Have you added these people, these places, these things in order to fill up your life? If you have, you may need to do an adjustment. Your life in these elder years should be more focused on where you are headed than focused on the here and now. It's great to be our age, to have made it this far, but we still have time to live, and that time needs to be the best ever. And it will be if we would just make a few adjustments where needed. If you're enjoying my videos, please do me a favor. Please like and subscribe, and check out each of my playlists when you have a chance. Thank you for watching today, and we'll be together again soon.